I was in the military, and I did something that could ruin lives, including my own. It was a choice between loyalty and justice. What I did haunts me to this day, and I've never told a soul. This is how one fateful day in the ER forced me to make a decision that would change everything. Comment, what do you think is right in this situation below? Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. I was an ER nurse on a military base, and it was just another day until a catastrophic accident during training turned everything upside down. This wasn't just any incident, it was a flight incident, a big deal in our world where lives are at stake and multi-million-dollar aircraft are destroyed. My patient was the pilot, who had ejected and somehow survived, but others did not. The accident was considered his fault, and he was carrying the weight of survival guilt on his shoulders. When he walked into the ER, he looked fine physically, but his emotional state was shattered. The room was somber as his squadron and commanding officers surrounded him, each face a mask of concern and grief. I was the highest-ranking nurse on duty that day, and the responsibility of documenting this flight incident fell squarely on me. As part of the protocol, I had to perform a chain of custody blood draw to test the pilot for drugs or alcohol. The atmosphere was heavy with tension and sorrow, and I could sense the stakes were high for this young man. I drew his blood, but for some reason, I took a couple of extra vials, something I typically wouldn't do. After gathering my supplies, I absent-mindedly stuffed those extra vials into my pocket. What happened next would change everything. Subscribe and stay tuned for part 2.